Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and you gotta listen to this show because we've got a hell of a deal.
This is a great
today
deal. Sure is, yeah.
on this house, on Waco, and this is a quiet part
The
on
Peninsula.
the east side of the peninsula, and
Right.
it's quiet. We talked about it a little bit last week, but you gotta listen.
So it's not 1131 Waco. That house is sold. These are just pictures of that
It's
house.
similar.
Oh yeah, it's very similar. So we have a base price for these homes starting at $269, and that is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, all on one level home. I mean, you can walk in ready to go.
Just put furniture in
Just
it.
put some furniture in there, and you could have a brand new house in Bolivar Peninsula.
And you and I were talking. In fact, there's what it looks like, some of the other houses.
Right.
You and I were talking about resale, and I said, look, if it's so many square feet, whether it's 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom, and you said, David, you've got to look down the road on resale and desirability. And so
I mean, there's a term in real estate, functionally obsolete.
2 bedrooms are functionally obsolete.
I mean, it's kind of function-wise, it's harder to resell a 2-bedroom home opposed to a 3-bedroom home. Most people want that 3rd bedroom. I'm not saying it's functionally obsolete. I've bought a 2-bedroom house, but there is that term. 3 bedrooms on one level. You don't have to go upstairs. It's
Right.
all together. It's 900 square feet. It's compact. It's a great cabin for somebody who wants to come down here and have a little fishing cabin.
But let's talk about compact.
Okay.
And here's my feelings. You can look, it's a quality built home. I know the builder. And people come down here. In Houston, they worry about the inside. Down here, you live outside most of the time.
Yeah.
And so having a small home, all you're probably going to do is, in the wintertime, you might sit there with the windows open because it's beautiful down there where this is.
A great location.
You know, if it's cold or something, but you spend most of your time out here. When people come down, they sit under the house, they go to the beach, so you don't need a big home.
No, you don't. And it's usually a second home too, so you don't have to have all that storage. But, if you do need that storage, this is the base house. So
you can put a garage.
The builder is willing to work with you if you want to do some changes, simple changes like that. He can do that.
Yeah, shower downstairs, a garage.
A garage. If you want the island in the kitchen, if you want it furnished, there's some things that he can work with you on, and that way you can roll that into that sales price, and you don't have to be out of pocket for those expenses, which is important as we're getting into these lower interest rates to roll all that in.
Right,
You don't have those additional expenses. That's great.
And this is on the eastern end, down in Gilchrist area.
But you're on the bay side, so you've got lots of protection from the beach.
That sunset over there is unbelievable.
It is unbelievable because you have Rollover Bay right there, and man, there's nothing stopping you from the view over to Rollover Bay and seeing that sunset. Incredible.
How are people, because he's built some other ones like this in that area, how are people liking them? Are they first-time home buyers? Are they using them for rentals?
They're using them for rentals.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. And you know what's
because
great?
It's a 3-bedroom.
It's a 3-bedroom. And another thing, you have such easy access to the beach. It's just a straight shot down Waco, and there's a little road that takes straight over to the beach. Great access to the beach.
So this would be good if you're wanting to get in maybe to investment properties.
Easy
this
investment.
is a good starter property
Right.
because it's a smaller property. You don't have the out-of-pocket expense because it's smaller.
The starting price is $269.
Yeah, $269.
That's a great deal.
What was that you were telling me a square foot about? It came up to
$298, I think, something like that. I don't remember that, but it's 900 square feet. You can do the math.
Here's why I like this house.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not. Right now, there's a lot of new subdivisions coming in. There's a lot has been going on with insurance. And if you follow Dan Priest and I on Insurance Talk, we've been talking about COBRA insurance and FEMA insurable insurance. And, depending on when property was subdivided, is whether it's going to fall into the category of COBRA property or FEMA insurable property. And when I say FEMA insurable, you can get insurance through TWIA.
Right. So this is FEMA insurable.
This is FEMA insurable because when you go to other property, typically you're limited on insurance companies that will cover it, and it's more expensive. And we're trying to work on some way to get around that, but you really, from what I've seen, we can't change COBRA property.
Yeah, I
we've
think it
been
would be
doing
difficult
we've
to do
talked
that.
to Chandra at Aaron, which is on the TWIA board, and talked to some other people, and so that's the good part about these. Yeah. These are FEMA insurable homes.
I've got some pretty influential clients, and he couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and
so yes, so this is FEMA insurable, which is a great thing. Talk to your insurance company or your insurance provider. Call Dan; he's great. And another thing to note, we're not in an HOA.
Oh, and there's no HOA
There's
here.
Not an HOA, so you don't have to worry about those additional expenses either. Nobody's going to come over there and tell you what you can do. So
yeah, because down here sometimes the HOAs, people want a home, and this is one of those homes I picture kids running around. It's a smaller family. Yeah. They got their first beach home. Dad likes to fish, but mom wants to be close enough to the beach that she can go with the kids while dad's out fishing.
Right.
It's smaller, so they don't have the out-of-pocket expense. And so, in the area down there really isn't overpopulated.
No.
Like, Crystal Beach is busy, and this is quieter. In fact, you were talking about the wind that came through. There's nothing down there to block it. So
I was down there yesterday, and I went on my run. I was talking to you while I was running.
In the rain.
Yeah.
The one rainstorm that came through.
But there was few people out there fishing. It wasn't highly populated. And I tell people, when they don't want to be in the heart of everything, look on the east side and look on the west side.
West side.
There's options.
We're only 27 miles long.
Yeah.
And so you can be on the east end and drive it's easy access to any restaurant. You can be there in just about 10, 15 minutes, or the big store, or any place like that. And so, but it gives you that sense of out in the country.
You're in the country.
And when you can see the tugboats go down the intercoastal and the sunset.
And then you can see the shrimp boats out there too.
Yeah, the shrimp boats off. It's a great area.
It's got a great view.
If people want to get hold of you to talk about this home, or maybe the big home in the gated community we talked about last week.
You can call me about anything. 214-801-9801. You can go to our website, WeSellCrystalBeach.com. You can come see me. I'm local. Just a reminder, this is not 1131 Waco.
Right. This is on Waco.
It's on Waco Street. He's building several over there. He does have water. So don't have to worry about that.
If you're
this is on-site sewer too.
Oh, septic?
Septic.
That's another plus, because that's an added expense.
Right.
So,
you don't have that added expense.
So if you're wanting to get into the short-term rentals, you can go in, and I'm sure Mike would work with you a little bit if you wanted to buy 2 or 3 maybe at a time.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. Yeah, just call me.
Yes. Well, we're going to head on out. This is the end of the show for another Bolivar Live. Remember, you can find us on our social media channels and on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV.
Report?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad you kept me up on that.
The first Monday of the month, unless it falls on the 1st or the 2nd, we do our monthly market report here on Bolivar Live. Beth puts an awesome presentation together, and it's through
Houston Association of Realtors.
That. Yeah. And so it's a good way, and you can go back on YouTube or anywhere and see past market reports, because what this does is tell you what it's happening from one month to the next.
Right.
We do it the first Monday of the month, unless it falls on 1st or 2nd, and then it'll be a little bit later. But it's a good way to keep up with what's happening. We always talk interest rates too, on what's happening there.
Yeah, and I'll give you an update on that too.
And so make sure you tune in next week for the market report, because it's going to be a good one. We're into our 2nd month
And then we'll have the showcase of homes.
And then the showcase of homes,
that's right.
so a lot going
Got some
on
great
down.
partners on that.
We've got some a lot of events. We finished up Mardi Gras. We've got spring break coming up here in a week or two. We have the Eagles barbecue cook-off April 5th and 6th. We have the Peninsula Sports Park watermelon crawl, and we've got a new event coming in too, March 2nd, which I think this show will play after that. It'll be the Jeep Fest. So if you missed it, check one of our shows out, because I'm sure I was down there. So we're going to head on out. Until next week and the market report, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. 110 Realty Group on Bolivar Peninsula, located in Crystal Beach, Texas, believes finding the perfect home or property is a necessity for every client. That it's crucial to provide relevant, up-to-date information on the market, properties, and homes for sale to each and every seller or buyer. Keeping up with the market in today's world is how 110 Realty Group exceeds expectations for their clients. 110 Realty Group in Crystal Beach, Texas are your real estate sales professionals, both in beach home sales and property sales. Finding the perfect custom home on Bolivar Peninsula is a specialty of Beth Terminella. Keeping up with the daily changes and available homes, properties, and the changing market makes 110 Realty Group the choice for several custom builders for spec homes and investors looking for short-term rentals, along with home buyers looking for that perfect beach house for their family. 110 Realty Group for all your real estate needs on Bolivar Peninsula, in Galveston County, and across Texas.